A new era begins at Liverpool Football Club today.
And I think he'll just give the fans and the club just a real lift.
We've clearly got a manager here who is tenacious. He's got a bit of character about him, so it should be an exciting appointment. He plays a nice attacking style of football.
I really feel it's a move forward, and Liverpool fans deserve him, and he deserves Liverpool.
The mood of commuters at Lime Street was mirrored across the city in the LFC TV studios.
Your initial reaction, Mark?
Well, you know what, I'm sure guys saying when we just walked into this building this morning, you can feel the excitement. It's palpable, isn't it? And everyone's like, whoa, I'm not saying the bright-eyed and bushy-tailed because you've all been here all overnight, but you can just sense that it feels like a new dawn, a new era, crossroads moment, whatever you want to call it.
I think we're in for one heck of a ride.
Across the pitch in the centenary stand, the world's press gathered in their droves, eagerly awaiting the official unveiling of the manager of Liverpool Football Club.
Take a drink. Well, that'll be great, thank you. Morning everyone, welcome to Anfield. Thank you for taking time to come to our press conference to kick us off. Well, I'd just like to start off by saying, wow, what a warm, unbelievable welcome this is. It feels unbelievable to be the manager of Liverpool. From a young boy, I was a Liverpool fan, always dreamed of playing for Liverpool, didn't quite get that opportunity, but to be here now, be the Liverpool manager, is absolutely unbelievable. The feelings right now, it's very sort of difficult to process. I think it's still a bit of a shock to the system. From the minute that I got the call from John Henry asking me would I be interested in being the Liverpool manager this year, I thought, wow, like what an opportunity that is. I'm really excited to get underway with Liverpool, really excited to meet the staff, the players. I'm just thrilled to finally be announced and be here as the Liverpool FC manager. That's a great question, Harry, and I am a very, very ambitious person. And I understand coming to this amazing club that I've already got huge shoes to fill. The last manager being Jurgen Klopp, who retired a couple of months ago, done wonders at Liverpool. He managed to bring the Premier League title, which is what the fans have wanted for years and years. He managed to get to the final of the Champions League. He managed to win the Champions League. And I have to take my hat off to him and show a lot of respect for what Jurgen Klopp done here for the club. And although I'm going to be as ambitious as possible, trophies will come over time. In season one, of course, I would love to say that we're going to try and win the Premier League, we're going to win the Champions League, but in reality, I need to settle in. I know what the fans want from me, I know what the players want from me, I know what the staff need from me, I know what the board need from me. But I can be as ambitious as I want. But in reality, I've come here to win the double. Season one, right now, we're going to try and win the Premier League and the Champions League. I know that the board expect a lot from me. I know the fans expect a lot from me. They got this from Jurgen Klopp in 2 seasons. I want to do it in 1 season to fill those shoes of Jurgen Klopp. But I have the utmost respect for him. I can't take anything away from him. He's done a fantastic job at Liverpool. And I hope if I can do 90% of what he did, then hopefully I'll go down as a manager in the history books. So it's a funny question asking me about the squad that I've inherited, because if you went back a couple of months ago, there was certainly a couple of positions that I thought within this Liverpool team to push on and get to the next level after winning the Premier League and winning the Champions League. I thought there was a couple of positions that certainly needed either backups, bit of strengthening, bit of bulking out, and Klopp seemed to do that very well. Of course, we've got the young left-back behind Andy Robertson in Kostas Tsimikas. We've, of course, now got Diego Jota from Wolves to play out on the left wing to help out the likes of Sadio Mane. And, of course, we've got the unbelievable player, the very class and skillful player in Thiago, who will help massively in the midfield. Now, the team that I've inherited is in a great position. They are lads that want to fight. They want to be on the pitch 90 minutes every single time. They won't be happy if they get substituted off. They will kick off if they don't score. They won't be happy if they don't get the result. this is the sort of team that I'm building. I want players in this team that first of all want to play for me. Play mainly for the fans that sit there and watch them week in and week out, whether it is sun, rain, snow or cloud. They sit there and cheer them on. And I know from the fans' perspective, they want players on that pitch that are going to fight till the very last whistle, regardless of winning, drawing or losing. That's what I need from this team, and I think I have inherited a great bunch of lads. I think we've got tremendous players here, and although probably a question will come up over, am I going to look at making any signings this season? Am I going to make any in this transfer window? Transfers are something that I sort of want to keep to myself at the moment. I need to get used to the lads. I need to meet the lads. I need to work out if there's anywhere else we sort of need to bulk out. I don't believe for 1 minute that the squad needs more strength in it. I don't think there's a player that needs to come in to fit in that starting 11 from what I've seen so far. But of course, I've been watching Jurgen Klopp with this squad. Until I get hands-on with them, I won't know if there's a position where I need to strengthen or need to bulk out. But the one thing that I would say is this Liverpool team has got massive, massive potential. And we've seen it over the last couple of years. But I still think that, in my opinion, we need to look at options to not strengthen the team, but put more depth in it. We've got a lot of competitions coming up. We've got the Champions League, we've got the Premier League, the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup. If we win the Champions League, we've got the Super Cup. So we've got a lot of competitions, and I've got to make sure that the squad's got enough depth so we can keep fitness at a high, we can keep sharpness at a high, and we can make sure we can rotate the team in certain competitions to make sure that every player gets a shot. And if a player plays well in the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, or a young player comes through to the senior team from the youth academy and they show me that they want to fight on that pitch and they want to work hard, then there is no reason why young players cannot make it into this team and challenge some of the bigger names from this team. You see, when you take Jurgen Klopp's starting 11, week in and week out, it was pretty much the same. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm inheriting a great team and an unbelievable starting 11 and bench. But I also want to make sure that we work hard on the youth academy, bring some of the youngsters through. We've had Trent that come through, Curtis Jones that come through, Steven Gerrard. We've had unbelievable players come from the youth academy, come through the youth system at Liverpool and go on to be superstars. And that's something that I will be focusing on this year. So I thought it wouldn't be long before someone asks, am I going to be making any signings in this transfer window? And like I've just explained, I honestly don't know. Until I meet the lads, until I see if there's somewhere that we may need to sort of bulk out, we need to put a bit more depth there, I honestly don't know. I know over the past couple of months, of course, we've brought signings in. We've had the likes of Dejan Lovren, unfortunately, leave the club. So I think for me, it's just going to take a little bit of time to sort of work out what my starting 11 is. Yes, most people would expect me to play the same starting 11 as Jurgen Klopp. That might not be the case. I'm going to look to rotate the team, and especially in pre-season, see a lot of the young players and players that don't necessarily get into the starting 11 that people would expect. See how they play on the pitch. See how they feel for me. And if they do a great job, then there's no reason why they can't break into this starting 11. But I have to always put the focus on making sure that the team is happy. We've got a winning mentality. And with bringing transfers in or new players in, you're always going to have that situation over, if I was to bring in, for example, a new striker, it's always going to make the other strikers wary. But it could also have a different effect where it makes them work harder so they can keep themselves in prime position to be getting in my starting 11. But at the moment, I don't have anyone on the transfer list. I don't have anyone in mind. I'm certainly going to be speaking with my backroom staff and, of course, my assistant manager. And we will be looking to see if there is any options this season and this transfer window of bringing any players in. But until then, I don't know. So, unfortunately, I can't let you guys know if there will be anyone coming in this transfer window. Well, that just is an incredible question. Do I have what it takes to be a better manager than the German man that was here before me, Jurgen Klopp? It's a tough one. I think, as I said earlier, what Jurgen has done for the club, what he's done for the fans is unbelievable. Do I want to be better than him? If I was to get on the same level as him or be slightly under his level, I think we would achieve unbelievable things at Liverpool. Of course, I want to be living up to the expectations of what everyone expects. What Jurgen Klopp brought to the club, I know whichever manager was coming in, which of course now is myself, the fans, the players, even you guys that are sat here now asking me questions, you expect a certain level of class. And that is something that I'll certainly work hard on bringing. I know that we need to focus on especially getting into a Champions League spot and winning the Premier League this year. I know that what's been done before me was unbelievable, but it's going to take me a little bit of time to settle. I've got to get, as I said, used to the players. I've got to get used to the staff. I've got to get used to finding out how I get here from my house in Formby. I'll have to put that in the sat-nav. But I'm certainly going to work hard. I will try and keep up to the expectations of what the fans and the players and the media expect from me. I will certainly fight and try and win as much as we possibly can. That's what the fans want. So I'll certainly work hard on bringing home the Premier League and the Champions League in Season 1.
The new Liverpool boss already seeming totally in his element. By this point, the response on social media to those comments in particular were threatening to break the internet.
Hello and welcome back, audience. My name is MassiveBrad and welcome to the first episode of the FIFA 21 Liverpool Career Mode. Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here. We have got our hands on FIFA 21. We've got the trial of the 10 hours. It's only 5 days till the full game comes out and I am raring to go. We are back with the Liverpool Career Mode. And oh my, am I excited for this. Now, before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge big thank you for the love and support throughout the whole of FIFA 20. If you guys can reflect and mirror what you did for me on FIFA 20, on FIFA 21, or even better it, I will be absolutely over the moon because the love, the support, the comments, the likes, the shares was unbelievable. And for episode 1, I would love it if you guys could do all that. Smash the thumbs up. Drop comments down below. We've got a lot to talk about in today's episode. Share it with your friends. Share it with your family. Share it with your next door neighbour's goldfish. Share it with whoever you want. Let's make this FIFA the one that takes the MassiveBrad channel to a whole different level. I am super pumped. I am super excited. But before we actually dive into new features, transfers, the squad actually playing in our pre-season tournament, you guys will have just seen one of my original ideas that I came up with at 2 o'clock in the morning. I have been banging on to you guys throughout FIFA 20 and in one of my latest videos, Big Channel Changes, telling you guys that at 2 o'clock in the morning, I had this light bulb moment. A light bulb came on and I had an original idea. And that was to do my own press conferences. On FIFA 20, the press conferences last year were very glitchy. Some of the text was more like a code. Some of it didn't make sense. You'd have lost 2 games in the league and they'll say, you're continuing your hot run. You still haven't lost in the Premier League. It's like, hold on. Yes, I have. So I decided I'd cut that out of FIFA 20 for those reasons. But I wanted to replace it with something. And I have replaced it with what you guys have just seen, the comment conference. And you guys will know from FIFA 20 that I love reading your comments at the start of the next episode. And because I love it so much and I appreciate you guys leaving comments, I thought I'm going to spruce this up and make it very, very fun. So from now on, if you are asking a question, now if you were just going to leave a normal comment like, Brad, great episode, loved it, can't wait for the next one, don't do this. But if you are going to leave a comment regarding a transfer, formation, a player we've just bought, a player we've just sold, what my expectations are, if we get knocked out of a trophy or a competition, if you ask a question regarding the Liverpool Career Mode on FIFA 21, I want you to use, and I will put it, oh, wrong way, down here somewhere, hashtag comment conference. And if you leave that hashtag, in the very next episode, I will do that conference that you've just seen with the Liverpool press conference board behind me. I will do that for you guys and acknowledge and read out the questions that you guys have asked. Again, you need to leave a comment regarding the Liverpool Career Mode. It can be anything, not just a normal comment. It's got to be regarding the Liverpool Career Mode or a match that we've just played or a match coming up or something like that. Basically what the media would ask the manager. Simple as that. So it might be an up-and-coming game. Are you confident for it? Or you've just picked up an injury to so-and-so. What you're going to do? And you guys are going to use the hashtag comment conference. And if you use that hashtag in the start of every single episode, you guys will see that conference right there. And I will be answering the questions from you guys, the media. That's how I'm going to see it. Not only are you guys this year my assistant managers, you're also going to be my media. You guys are going to be the ones with the cameras and the questions. I am going to sit here and answer your questions regarding the Liverpool career mode. So I thought I'd just mention that at the start of today's episode because it's an original idea. And guys, for FIFA 21, I know I have to be different from the rest. So original ideas is number one on my brain when it comes to this Liverpool career mode and any other career modes that we do on FIFA 21. But I think we should start off today's episode with firstly going over to the office and reading through the 6 emails that we have received. We just got to the office, we've loaded up the laptop, let's check out the emails that we've currently had come in. So we'll scroll down, of course, working from bottom to the top. So we've had an introduction from the scout Alfie Goddard. May I introduce myself? My name is Alfie Goddard and I am one of your scouts. Well, nice to meet you, Alfie. We know the usual stuff on FIFA. We know how it all works. He's given us our first scout report. Now, scouting is something we'll be discussing in just a moment's time. In fact, that can be the next topic we jump onto. Now, to let you guys know, there will be games from pre-season in today's episode. So don't be sat there now thinking, Brad, you're talking a lot. Are we going to get any games? Of course we are, but I've got to lay the ground. I've got to lay the foreground to build on. It's as simple as that. We have to lay a base and then we can build upwards like we do on the first episode of every career mode. So we can go ahead and delete that. We can look at the report somewhere else. The vision and expectations from the Liverpool board. We are delighted to have you join us. Well, the honour is all mine and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity. We are all looking forward to seeing you enjoy success at our football club, which we will certainly look to do. Now, what we'll do is we can press A to go to objectives, which we'll do in just a moment's time. We'll continue through. So a Youth Academy report. Of course, this year there is slight changes to the Youth Academy. If you remember on the last FIFAs, we used to have something called Scout Future Star that you could buy from the catalogue. The catalogue is actually now gone. So what happens is when you start a career mode, and it depends which FIFA 21 you've actually pre-ordered. But if you've got the standard edition, you don't get this. If you've got any of the other two, you do get it. And basically you get a young lad who is local to the football club and English, if you're English or wherever you may be, whatever league you're in. And he is going to be like the next Gerrard, the next Trent, the next Curtis Jones. He's brought through the academy. He's a Scouser because we're at Liverpool and he's English. So I'll look forward to seeing who that is in just a moment's time as well. Important transfer market information. We, of course, know the importance of the transfer market. And, of course, we recognise that you, your coaching staff and players are recovering from a particularly demanding season. That was Jurgen Klopp's season. Thank you very much, Jurgen. You've done a wonderful job. We very much appreciate it. Therefore, you accepted the recent invitation to participate in the Invitational Cup. That is the pre-season that we have accepted, guys. I don't think it was the top one. I think it was the second one, but the top one was for an extra 200 grand. And I think it had like Barcelona, Juventus, maybe Real Madrid in it. So very, very difficult. And because, of course, it is a new FIFA, we need to take it easy. We need to start from the ground and work our way up to sort of get the best difficulty for us. You can see down below, it says during the group stage in the tournament, you'll be facing the following teams: Atletico Madrid, Athletic Club, and of course FC Bayern Munich, Thiago's ex-club. So we can go ahead and delete that. Now what we'll do is we'll jump over to the board expectations, the objectives for this season. So youth development. Sign one player in your youth academy assigned to a defender position. I don't see why we can't do that. Sign at least 2 players younger than 20 years old with a potential greater than the average overall rating of the players currently in the same position. I don't see why we can't do that. But again, youth development, which is quite a bit of a shock for Liverpool being so low, considering there has been a fair few players that have come through the youth development and the youth academy and got on to be superstars. But it's low, so we don't have to worry about it too much. We'll check out the next one, which is financial, because that's very low and it's not really a big priority. But it is within the same season, sign 3 crucial players and make a profit of £112.5 million. So sign 3 crucial players and make a profit. So we've got to sign 3 potentially big players, but also make a profit. So we probably want to go for cheaper players to look to make a bigger profit at the end of the season. This is where things get tough because Liverpool, of course, over the last couple of years have won the Champions League. They've been in the final of the Champions League. They've won the Premier League. Brand exposure, continental success and domestic success is now critical at Liverpool. Meaning in season 1, if you probably don't get top 4, win a trophy and maybe like the Champions League or win the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup and then finish in top 4, you're probably going to lose your job. So it's going to be a very difficult season ahead. We're going to have to sort of jump in at the deep end and just hope that we start swimming straight away and just hope that we can sort of bring to the club what the board expect. But brand exposure, get 7 clean sheets in away league matches. We've got one of the world's best keeper, for me, the world's best keeper between the sticks. So I don't see why 7 clean sheets away from home should be that difficult. And sign 3 players from South America. I'm not sure on that one. And of course, you guys will see here, which we'll discuss in just a little bit of time. I have my trusty Liverpool notebook. And in this notebook is, of course, transfers that I would potentially like to bring in. We've got players from the youth academy in here, which I'm going to look to eventually bring to the senior team. We've got players that we may want to offload. And of course, we've got the very important list of players that we could potentially bring in to sort of put more depth throughout the team. Signing 3 players from South America, I'm not the biggest fan on that one. Continental success, the board expects us to win the Champions League right off the bat. So season 1, we need to win the Champions League. Well, board, I've said to you, as you've seen in the conference when I first signed for Liverpool, I'll certainly do my best. I aim to win the cup, but there's a lot of difficult teams out there in Europe that will certainly try and stand in our way. But we'll give it our best shot and be hopeful and confident that we will win it. And then, of course, domestic success. Again, straight off the bat, short term, season 1, we need to win the Premier League. We've just won it last year. They want us to win it again. 2 consecutive years on the bounce. And then win the Emirates FA Cup. So nothing about the Carabao Cup. They want us to win the FA Cup. They want us to win the Premier League. And of course, they want us to win the Champions League. Well, jokes aside, guys, you're not asking too much of me. But I'll certainly give it my goddamn best. We can now go ahead and delete that. And we are done with the emails. We've been on the laptop. We've answered what we need to. We're back now at the Central. We all know, regardless of being a Liverpool fan or not, that Liverpool have one of the best, if not the best teams in the world right now. You've got a 90 overall rating Mane on the left wing. Bobby Firmino of 87 at striker. Salah of 90 on the right wing. Gino Wijnaldum with 85 in the left central midfield. Henderson with 86 in the right central midfield. Fabinho with 87 in the central defensive midfield. Robertson with 87 at left back. Van Dijk with 90 at left centre back. Gomez with 83 at right centre back. Trent Alexander-Arnold with 87 at right back. And Alisson between the sticks with a whopping 90. That's 90 for Alisson, and 90 for Van Dijk, 90 for Salah, and 90 for Mane. 4 players in the starting 11 with a 90 overall. This is probably the best Liverpool team throughout my whole time on FIFA that I am going to play with rating-wise. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, we could go into the squad hub, and I could tell you guys what my plan is of who I'm going to sell, who I want to maybe put out on loan, and whatnot. We're going to leave that for the next episode. In fact, we're going to leave transfers in or out until the next episode because you guys want to see gameplay. I want to get hands-on with the game. I want to try it out, and I have not played a game on FIFA 21 yet. I got into the trial maybe half an hour, 40 minutes ago, and I'm straight on the Liverpool career mode. What I want to show you guys, obviously, there's plenty of features, and we're going to have to learn together as we go along. There's obviously a whole new youth academy, youth staff. There's obviously the way you train and rest and develop players. But the first place we're going is the youth academy because, of course, as I've said, from the get-go, you now get players automatically put in the development youth academy. So we've got Toko Make, overall 42. He's 15 with a potential of 56 to 76. He's a left back, and if I'm completely honest, the potential's not great. So I'm going to start off by releasing this youth player. Straight off the bat, we're here to do a job. We've got to make sure we're doing a good one. The next one is Konkun Gao. He's an overall 50. He's only 16 with a potential of 65 to 89 at CDM. Well, I like that a lot. He's 6'2". He seems very powerful. Skill moves 3, weak foot 3. Medium defense. He's already got a trait. His stats don't look too bad, so I think he's got second wind as well. He's only 16. He's still very young. We'll leave him on there. Up next, I mean, they don't make it easy, do they? We've got Emmanuel Babangida. I apologise if I have, just ruined his name. But he's 17, a Nigerian centre mid and cam. We don't play a cam. We do play centre mid. Overall 58, and he's got a potential of 71 to 94. 6 foot, 4-star weak foot. Attacking is high, defensive is low. Could potentially get in the team in the future. So we'll leave Emmanuel sat right there, still in our youth academy. And the last man, which I was talking to you guys about before, the English Scouser in the team, the next Trent. For this case, he's certainly the next Gerrard. 6'3", left-footed, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, attacking's high, defensive is medium, a potential of 83 to 94. This 16-year-old Englishman is a beast and is already an overall 72 at the age of 16. If we look through some of his physical stats, acceleration, agility, balance, sprint speed, move over to technical, ball control is already 90. He has 90 ball control and 84 dribbling. If you guys were looking for the next English Scouser to be Gerrard, it's Lewis Morton. It's that man right there. He is an absolute beast. And I am very excited to see how we get on. Now, I could go and promote him to the senior team. For now, he can stay in the development part, in the youth academy. We can see how he comes along. But I'm going to tell you guys now, he'll certainly be making his way into the senior team very, very soon. What a player Lewis is going to be. Lewis Morton is certainly one for the future, and he is the future star that we are certainly looking for at Liverpool. Now, as we head back to the Central, this is where things are completely different, and I have to get used to it. You guys have to get used to it. But we've got a training day on the 1st of July, Wednesday the 1st of July. Currently, fitness is 100%, sharpness about 50, morale is about 60. This year, it's all about balance and fitness, sharpness, and morale. Now, I will be doing a separate video at some point explaining to you guys the best way to balance fitness, sharpness, and morale. Right, guys, now before we dive into this game against Athletic Club, I just wanted to show you guys something that obviously the transfers were not currently up to date. A lot of the transfers that have happened over the last week or so hadn't actually happened. The update hasn't come from EA just yet. So I want to let you guys know that I have already done some of the updates. And I have a list here which I'll show you guys just a couple of the players. So if we go to Nelson Semedo, who just recently signed for Wolves, Nelson Semedo, you can see that he's currently at Wolves. If you take the centre-back that Manchester City just bought, which was Ruben Diaz, he is now at City under Pep Guardiola. I've also moved the likes of Yamendi, the goalkeeper, to Chelsea. I've done Dale Stevens from Brighton to Burnley. Any transfers that have been done by the 1st of October, by like 9 o'clock, I have done. So it's sorted, guys. Anyone that was on the list or has transferred in the last couple of days or even the last couple of hours, I have actually moved them. So we're all up to date, only in the Premier League though. So if someone from La Liga or Serie A or Ligue 1 have bought or sold players, I haven't updated that. I just updated the Premier League because, of course, we're Liverpool and we're in the Premier League. So we're going to go ahead now and get this game underway. We can play match, sim match, or quick sim, which again, I'll be doing a video on later down the line to sort of explain to you guys what they are. But obviously, play match is self-explanatory. We're going to play the match. Simulate the match, which of course we jump into the new 2D graphic of simulating a match, or quick sim, which is what we had on FIFA 20, where we just jump straight to the result. You can then do team management and customize. Obviously, you go to customize, you can change your kit, because now you don't have the option to change your kit. It automatically does it for you. Now, obviously, with this first screen, it looks ace. I can see Athletic Club's team. I can see they've got is Iñaki Williams up top. I can already see the lineup that they are putting out. And of course, you guys on the left can see the lineup that I am putting out. Now, I want to get through potentially the whole of pre-season in today's episode. Now, I'm going to continue like I did from FIFA 20, FIFA 19, with 3 games an episode. 2 played, 1 simulated. Obviously, in this situation, I'm only going to play 2 games in today's episode. Meaning if we get all the way to the final of this competition, we're going to have to simulate 3 games. And I think probably simulating the game against Athletic Club, hoping to get the win. Then we can come up next against, I do believe it's Bayern Munich. We could maybe play that game, and then we could try and simulate the final game of the 3 group stage, the 3 teams, then try and simulate the semi-finals, and then try and play the final. So we'll certainly simulate this game. I'm excited to see how the new sim looks. So we'll go sim match. Let's see this load up. I am very excited. There we go. So now we've got, of course, the club badges, and you can see the team loading down the left and the right side of the screen. I am super pumped to see how this works. And I've already seen a couple of videos of how you jump in and jump out. But it is going to be Bobby Firmino to get us kicked off. Come on, lads. First game, put the ball down there to Mane. Come on, lads. Now, because I play 5-minute halves, it's going to be 2.5 minutes in real time for this first half. So I do believe it's twice as quick. So 5 minutes will be 2.5 minutes. Bobby had a chance there, but it's a comfortable save for the keeper. Now, I have got, which you guys should be able to hear, actually. We've already got commentary going on, but of course I always commentary over the ball in. And Henderson scores our first goal in Season 1 on FIFA 20 of the Liverpool career mode. Congratulations, Jordan Henderson. I can click through, I do believe. Let me just see. So I can go from fitness, so we can see everyone's fitness. We can see ratings, see who's playing well, which Henderson right now and Bobby Firmino are smashing it. Mane's smashing it as well. Not looking too good as Mo Salah, but I'm sure he'll get back into it. We can see stats, so how many shots we've had, how many chances, possession. And then, of course, the game plan. We're playing 4-3-3, false 9. We're playing very balanced at the moment as the ball now comes up to Mo Salah on the right wing, into Henderson. Go on, Trent. Feed it round. Come on. Fabinho. Into Firmino. And unfortunately, the ball ends up in the keeper's hands. I think we're probably going to... Oh, I was going to say, see this out. We've got a free kick. Trent's on it. I could jump in. We're not going to jump in. Come on, Trent. Back of the net. Come on, son. Oh, we've got Trent and Henderson over it. Trent's going to hit it. Oh, it's just over. Come on, lads. Come on. And there we go. The first half is done. We end the first half with Jordan Henderson scoring our first goal since becoming manager in the 11th minute. Very happy to see him get on the score sheet and, of course, score the first Liverpool goal under myself, MassiveBrad, as the manager. We have the option at half-time to resume, so to play the second half, jump to the result, jump in, or team management. I think for now, we're just going to resume, and I'm going to keep an eye on mainly the fitness. I don't think I want to make any changes yet. Fabinho looking a little bit fatigued there, maybe having to look to do something there. It's Henderson. Give it to Mo. Into Bobby. Into Gini. Oh, it's a great save from the keeper. Go on, get Mo over the top. Great ball, Fabinho. Unfortunately, Mo's not going to get on the end of it. And I think now, in the 70th minute, we will look to make some changes. So I'm assuming we go to team management and we can make some changes. So Fabinho looking pretty fatigued there. Obviously, we're just coming off the back end of everyone being on holiday. We've got to get match fitness back. So Fabinho, I'm going to switch Henderson for Fabinho. And then Fabinho is going to make his way to the bench for James Milner. Now, I could bring on Keita, I could bring on Thiago. I want to save them for the game when I actually play. I think I'm also going to bring on the new man, Diego Jota. Now, I used to call him Diego Jota. I've been advised that it is Jota. You pronounce the J. We're going to bring him on for Mane. Now, unfortunately, as you come to this page and you're actually changing the squad, you can't see the ratings anymore. But other than them two, I was going mainly on fitness. I think I'm pretty happy with just those substitutes for now. Go to Milner. Nicely done. Milner to Trent. Henderson. Give it into Bobby there. It's going to come over. Ball in. Bobby's there. Oh, must have been cleared off the line, that. Must have been cleared off the line. It's cleared away. Come on, Robbo. Just hold it up. We've got 5 minutes. Into Gini. It's a penalty. It's a penalty. Now, we could jump in, but I'm not going to do it. We're going to let Mo Salah take it. Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. Oh, saved. Come on, Bobby. Oh, he goes for the shot and the keeper saves. 2 minutes added on, surely. Come on, just win the ball, lads. And we get our first win as Liverpool manager. We beat Athletic Club 1-0. Mo Salah unfortunately missed a penalty that could have made it 2-0. Henderson, the captain, was the man to first open our Liverpool scoring account since becoming manager. We brought Diego Jota on for Mane, Milner for Fabinho in the 72nd. Unfortunately, Mo Salah did miss a penalty. Hopefully, he'll score the next one. But it's a great result. We managed to get the win over Athletic Club. It was our first time simulating a game. I loved it. I hope you guys enjoyed me commentating. It'll take a little bit of used to just seeing the numbers and kind of trying to register who's passing where, ball over the top, all stuff like that. But we had 62% possession, 9 shots, 7 chances. Very happy with how the team played there. You can still flick through to see the fitness of players, the ratings. So, by looks at Milner, okay, he didn't come on till late on. Didn't have a great game when he did come on. Gomez played the full 92 minutes. Only a 6.6, which wasn't great. Virgil van Dijk, of course, getting a 7.3. Beasting and feasting. Henderson, 8.4, picks up man of the match. We've got the stats there. And then, of course, the game plan. But what a start to the Liverpool career mode on FIFA 21. And what a start to my career at Liverpool FC. So a new feature in this year's FIFA, FC Bayern Munich have reached out to us and offered us David Alaba and an additional fee of £61.4 million for Trent Alexander-Arnold, our Scouts lad at right back. Well, firstly, Bayern, it's a great offer, but we certainly won't be accepting it. Trent is going nowhere, so we will reject the offer. Thank you for the interest in our players. Now, what I will do off camera for you guys, which I've done in FIFA 20, is I'll go through the whole squad hub and I will enable or unable other teams to put bids in for our players that we want to keep. So like Trent, I may get 5-6 bids for him. I will stop any other team being able to put a bid in for him, which basically tells him, look, we don't want to sell him. Now, while we're talking about transfers, you guys may have spotted that when I've gone over to the office, we have a ridiculous transfer budget. We have 188.28 million and a wage budget of 735,000. Now, the wage budget is legit. Nothing has been changed there. But with the transfer budget, I actually done a financial takeover of 100 million. And you guys might be thinking, Brad, why? Why did you do a takeover of 100 million? And it's simple, guys. I don't expect to spend it unless Liverpool in real life spend it. So I am focused there and I have 88.28 million to spend on a player. The 100 million, and this was a quick idea that I had, was put there in case in real life Liverpool sign players. So let's say Liverpool next week went and signed Eric Dyer for 40 million. In this career mode, I want to keep it as realistic as possible. And when I put a poll out asking you guys, do you want the Liverpool career mode to be realistic or unrealistic on FIFA 21? As you can see on screen, you guys voted realistic. So I need to keep it realistic. So if we were to sign Eric Dyer, for example, in real life, I need to sign Eric Dyer in this career mode. The issue is we only have 88.28 million. So if Eric Dyer costs us 60-70 million, we've got no money to do anything else. So I put a spare as such, 100 million in there, just in case Liverpool sign any other players. If they don't, then what I will do is I will shift the 100 million into a wage budget and I will put Andy Robertson on like £20 million a week contract to get rid of that money. But I put it there as a safety net in case, just in case, Liverpool in real life sign any more players and then I don't have to use my budget of after the fact of what Liverpool have done to do anything with. Now, the transfer window shuts on the 5th of October. I'm recording this on the 1st of October, so we've only got 4 days if Liverpool want to do anything in the transfer market. So it's just there as a safety net, and if we don't sign anyone and the window shuts, then I'll remove that 100 million by putting it into the wage budget, giving everyone whopper contracts, paying them £1 million a week to get rid of it. But for now, pretend like that first number isn't there. We have 88.28 million in the transfer budget and a 735k wage budget, which is a hefty wage budget. But what a great start to the series. What a great start to my career at Liverpool. What a great start for you guys to watch. Atletico Madrid and Bayern drew 1-1, which puts us in a great position with them only picking up 1 point. We're on 3 points. So we can potentially now go into this game against Bayern Munich and potentially sim it. Now, of course, see, here comes another offer. Inter Milan have shown an interest in Roberto Firmino for a fee of 80.7 million. That's a lot of money for Roberto Firmino, but we're rejecting it. He ain't going anywhere. Bobby Firmino is not leaving this club. Now, as I was explaining before, guys, we're going to get transfer offer after transfer offer. So potentially after this game, I'll go through the list of the players and I will just take off the list or block all offers for players that, of course, we want to keep. And, of course, we've got the opportunity now that when we're simulating a game, we can jump in at any stage and take over. Me moving forwards, now you can see that a couple of their players, and Robert Lewandowski, Muller, Gnabry, Pavard, they're not fully fit either. But in the future of this Liverpool career mode, obviously this first episode is about getting everything out the way, understanding, building a base for us to build from. In the future, after this episode, the game I simulate, I'll simulate and watch it, but I will never jump in. Because I'll be playing 2 games and simulating a game like we have throughout the whole of FIFA 20, FIFA 19, FIFA 18, whatever FIFA it was. I played 2, simulated 1. Even if we're 3-0 down in the simulated game, I will not jump in because I feel like it's cheating. And I don't want to cheat. Obviously, we just discussed the team. We can get ready to simulate this match. I really enjoyed simulating it. The logos of the club badges load there. We can see the team down the left of who Bayern. And they've got new Bell in goal, not Manuel Neuer. So hopefully, as Bobby Firmino gets us kicked off. We can do a job here over Bayern Munich. Leon Goretzka will certainly be looking to put that ball forward to the likes of Thomas Muller and Robert Lewandowski. That's a great interception. Come on, Bobby, pull it back, do something with it. Naby Keita through to Bobby. Come on, Bobby. Wiggle a bit of space. We're going to lose the ball there. The ball is going to go out, and I do believe that is a Bayern throw-in, in which it is. It's so good watching this, you know. I know it's a feature that we've had in the old Fifas, but this reminds me of when I was a young boy watching and playing Football Manager. This is how it used to look. Seems to be a very level game at the moment. Me standing here at the touchline and watching them thinking, this is all right, you know. This is all right. Go on, through to Naby. Oh, we're going to ping it to Mane. Beautiful ball. Come on, Mane. Ball in. Naby Keita with the second goal since taking over at Liverpool. Well done, Naby Keita. He gives us the lead in the 31st minute. Come on, Naby. Here's Naby Keita giving it to Bobby. Bobby cuts back. Bobby Firmino into Gini Wijnaldum. Oh, it's offside. It was in, but it was offside. That was unlucky. Well done here, lads. We're playing good football here. Ball over the top. Well done, Mane. Can't keep it in, unfortunately. And we're already at half-time. We score in the 33rd with Naby Keita for 58% possession, which is really good. 2 shots, 1 chance. They've had 1 shot. I wish I said shots and shots on target rather than chances. But we're 1-0 up. Of course, Gini Wijnaldum went and put the ball in the back of the net, but unfortunately, it was flagged offside. We can resume in the second half. We're in a great position here now, lads. Win the ball back. They're starting to string passes together here, lads. Ball in! And Robert Lewandowski gets the equaliser. It's 1-1 in the 69th minute. Play it out. Let's go to Milner. Here we go. Let's move now. Go on. Come on, Divock. Hold it up. Come on, 1 minute. Let's get it in there now. Come on. And as Trent looks at pushing forwards, unfortunately, we're going to suffer a draw in our second game. It's still a point and puts us on 4 points. And I believe going into this game against Atletico Madrid, as long as they potentially drew or lost their last game, we can probably quick sim this very last game. But it was Naby Keita to get us off to a great start, scoring in the 33rd. Robert Lewandowski then equalised in the 69th. Couple of substitutes late on into the second half, but unfortunately we didn't manage to win. But a draw we will take as a great result against Bayern Munich in pre-season. So for the third game in today's episode, we're taking on Diego Simeone's team, Atletico Madrid. Now obviously we're in a great position here, and I feel like I am going to simulate it, and I think if by half time we are smashing it, then I will certainly probably just quick sim the rest of the game. I feel like I may have to jump into this game just in case, because obviously we want to make sure that if we can simulate this game and get a win and get through, we can then play the semi-finals and the finals of this competition, which would be an absolutely unbelievable achievement to start off with. And, you know, within days of me signing to be Liverpool's manager, to go on and win our first piece of silverware would be absolutely insane. But you can now see the lineup. We're going with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Divock Origi at striker, Salah out on the right wing, Thiago linking up with the captain Jordan Henderson in the central midfield. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. Now I have just spotted that Van Dijk actually has the captain's armband, and of course before the game we can swap it and give it back to the skipper Jordan Henderson. Let's go ahead and simulate this game. Come on, lads! This is a really, really fun and exciting FIFA, you know. I really didn't want to get my hopes up for it, but so far it's been incredible. Come on, Redmen! Corner taken quickly. Divock Origi. Come on, ball in from Salah. We can't find Divock. Henderson's there. Mane's there. It's going to be saved by the keeper. Go through to Divock there. Get that ball over to Divock. Trying to get it through to Divock. Too late on it though. And there we go. Half time is already here. So let me have a little look at fitness. Yeah, Trent is... I didn't want to do this, but we've got to. We've got to make sure we're keeping fitness and rotating the players. So Nico Williams now coming in for Trent. That's the only change I'm going to make at half time. We're going to resume. Come on, lads. We need this. It's going to be now Atletico Madrid to get us kicked off in the second half period. Come on, Divock. Beautiful ball over to Mane. Mane now going to keep that live ball in. Clear the way. Come on, Divock. Turn him. Come on, Divock. Oh, it's a save. We can't afford to lose, though. Come on. Keep fighting here, lads. Come on, Van Dijk. Uh-oh, we pulled players out of position. It's 1-1. Saul scores in the 76th minute. With 7 minutes to go, we might be about to suffer our first defeat. I'm hopeful that the lads are still going to get something from this, though. Great ball. Come on. Now, giving away. Come on. Here we go. Thiago. It's Minamino and it's 1-1. Minamino. Taki Minamino gets it to 1-1 in the 86th minute. Unbelievable. To Salah. Come on, Salah. Ball in. Oh, Thiago was there and unfortunately it's a save from our block. but we managed in the 87th minute to pull it back. It was a very, very level game. A lot going on in the midfield for Atletico Madrid. Saul eventually opened up their scoring shot, scoring in the 76th. We made some changes in the 84th. Minamino on for Divock, Milner for Henderson, and only 3 minutes later, Taki Minamino goes and puts it in the back of the net. And we managed to go on and get a 1-1 draw over Atletico Madrid, which puts us on 5 points, meaning I do believe we've just advanced into the semi-finals of the Invitational Cup. Well, the moment you have all been waiting for, but more importantly, the moment I have been waiting for. We finally get to physically play a game, and we are playing against Borussia Dortmund. The two teams here going head-to-head, which were the career modes that I done on FIFA 20. The Dortmund career mode and the Liverpool career mode. And Dortmund looking very bulked out there in the midfield and up top, so we will have to be very careful on that. But you can see the lineup we are putting out against Dortmund. We've gone with Sadio Mane out on the left wing, Bobby Firmino striker, Salah out on the right wing, Gino Wijnaldum linking up with Jordan Henderson in the central midfield. A little deeper, we've got Fabinho in the central defensive midfield, and then Robertson, Van Dijk, Gomez and Trent at the back with Alisson between the sticks. I will just go to team management because for one or two strange reasons now, Van Dijk keeps getting the captain's armband. Give it to Henderson. Stop taking it off him. I'll see if I can sort something in the settings. And obviously, before we get into this game, guys, just want to bring you up to date because I do a lot of stuff off camera and edit it out and cut it out so you guys don't have to see it. But I have now gone through the whole transfer list, the whole, should I say, squad hub for us. And I have made sure to block offers on all the players we don't want to sell. I think the only couple are done, and a couple of loan players, which we'll talk about in the next episode, because transfers in and out is going to be what episode 2 was all about. It's all about pre-season, a new era, a new start, a new beginning, and that's exactly what we've done here. But let's get into this game against Dortmund, and oh my, I have waited an hour and 20 minutes of recording here to finally get hands-on with FIFA 21, play an actual game, and we are taking on the black and yellows, Borussia Dortmund. Here we go. Dusan Tadic. I think is he at Ajax? Used to be at Southampton. Look at that. Come on, baby. I'm excited for this. This is exciting. It is the Invitational Cup. Did I say it was something else earlier on? I can't remember. But it is the Invitational Cup that we are involved in. We know the Borussia Dortmund team very well. The Haaland, the Sancho, the Hummels, Roman Berkey. Oh, my manager looks like me. Red tie, black shirt, haven't got the jacket. Left that at home. It's a bit warm today. He hasn't got a tie clip like me though. He needs to go and get a tie clip. But oh my, am I excited for this. Alisson in the yellow goalkeeper kit. You guys will start seeing from episode 2 me rotating in the black goalkeeper kit and the Liverpool home kit. I have got both of them, and hopefully soon have the away kit as well. But it is going to be Haaland to get us kicked off in his first half period. It feels good to be back, ladies and gentlemen. It feels good. Mane, stick with me. Drop the shoulder, Mane. Go on. Mane's in behind. Surely, Sadio Mane, it's a great save. What a save from Hit, and our best chance coming in the 21st minute. Feed that ball over to Bobby. Here we go. Let's move. Go on, Salah, I've got you. And Salah in behind. Come on, Salah. Here we go. On that stronger left foot. Mo Salah. 1-0. Great counter-attack. Just like we used to do on FIFA 20. From one end of the pitch to the other. Few passes through the midfield. And boom. Mo Salah's on the end of it to score the first goal with me controlling them. Henderson scored the first. Naby Keita got the second. Minamino got the third. Mo Salah with the fourth in today's episode. Well done, Mo Salah. There's a kanji holding me, Mo. Oh, nicely done, Mo. Look at that. Already closing them down, putting the pressure on round half time. It's just what Liverpool do in real life. And they're doing it again. They're doing it again. They've really got to be careful with Mo Salah and Mane and Bobby Firmino. Probably the 3 best attacking players in the world right now. But we have managed to get to half time. We've taken the lead 1-0. We're comfortable on the ball. One thing I can say is with defending, you really can't lunge in anymore. If you lunge in, they will get past you. Fitness is looking great, so I am very happy to get back into the second half. This time with Roberto Firmino getting us kicked off in this second half period. Come on, no, they're going to be in behind now. Is Witsel sliding in. Witsel goes near post, 1-1. Axel Witsel got himself into a little bit of space there, wiggled his way through, tried to slide in with Joe Gomez, couldn't get there quick enough. And Axel Witsel for Borussia Dortmund equalises. It was simple, it was just a ball through. Trent had a position a little bit, he was napping. Tried to slide in, needs to slide in a little bit sooner, get over a bit sooner. We may have got a block on that, but it is back to 1-1. And we're going to have to dig deep and look for a second. They know you're on a yellow card, so we're just going to be a bit cautious here. There's Tadic, nicely done Trent. Get that out for Fabinho, good lad. That is a cracking ball. If we win that ball, oh my God, if Mane gets through here now and scores this, that is absolutely outstanding.
And a goal! Just like that, they're back in front.
Forget about Mane's finish. Did you just see the ball from the Brazilian CDM? Fabinho. Okay, Mane takes the ball down. He's got a lot to do to still get away from the players and score a goal. But rewind this 10, 15 seconds and go and look at that ball from Fabinho. I tried to put it over to Robertson and he oofed it upfield. And wow, what a ball. And we have taken the lead from it as well. Sadio Mane scores for his first time under me being the manager. Henderson off. Naby Keita on. We've taken the lead 2-1. Come on, lads. Can we find a third? Can we see out this game? Who's on Tadic? Ball in. Van Dijk's there. Get rid of it, lads. No. We're panicking now. We're panicking. It's Julian Brandt. Come on, Gomez. He's turned him. Alisson, it's 2-2. The man that's just come on as well. Julian Brandt has just come on from the hood. And he's put one in the back of the net. Wow, it's tough. It is tough. It's 2-2, and I'm not sure we're going to get another opportunity. We're certainly going to try and push down this left side here with Sadio Mane if we can. Ball's intercepted there from Delaney. Come on. No. Normal time is done. Well, considering I wanted this episode to not be too long, I think it's going straight to penalties. Come on, Alisson. Oh, he's hit the board! That's a great start for us. Come on. Fabinho, slot this one in. God, hits look so tiny in this net. Fabinho. 2 penalties. 1 miss, 1 save. Oh, it's a beautiful take on there from Hazard. Mo, I need you to finish this one, son. Need you to finish it for me. Mo Salah.
Oh, he saved it. Well, the goalkeeper guessed, but he guessed the right way. Good save.
Oh, he's put it over. Yes, come on. Genie, you've got to finish this, son. You've got to finish it. Come on, Genie. Yes! Finally, Genie scores. We're back to 1-1. Save this. Come on, Witsel stepping up. Come on, Alisson. Oh, he's put it wide. He's put it wide. He's put it wide. Come on! Firmino, I need you to bury it, son. I need you to bury it. Oh, he saved it. Oh, my word. Come on, Hummels. Save it. Oh, he's put it in the bottom right. We must score this. We must score it. And it's Sadio Mane to take it.
What's at stake here? He knows he's got to. The goalkeeper's moment. Huge save to take his team through to the final. Simple. The keeper, a hero.
Bummer. A great effort there from Sadio Mane. Tried to tuck it away. Hit was on fire. Hit was on fire. I mean, Mo Salah in, I do believe, our second game, or maybe even our first game, missed the penalty. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. I don't know why, but so many were missed by Dortmund and so many were saved by us. But unfortunately, myself, you guys, Liverpool, we've crashed out of the Invitational Cup in the semi-finals after drawing after 92 minutes 2-2 to Dortmund, and then unfortunately losing on penalties in sudden death 2-1 to Borussia Dortmund. 5 shots, 3 on target for Dortmund, 5 shots, 3 on target for ourselves. Dortmund had a lot more possession. It seemed to be a very level game, and I certainly felt that. Sadio Mane picks up man of the match for us with an 8.6 rating. I have only got a congratulations to say to Dortmund's fans, the manager, the players. Congratulations, you played very well there. You did get a little bit lucky with Julian Brandt scoring in like the 91st minute. I will say that. Fortunately, a little bit of defensive error from me, but it's a new game. We've got to get used to sort of the new mechanics, how we defend, how we shoot, how we score. We've got to get used to these things. But not a bad run to get to the semi-finals of the Invitational Cup, and then unfortunately bow out after losing 2-1 on sudden death penalties to Dortmund. Not a bad start to our career, and in charge at Liverpool. Right, guys, and here we are back at the Central for, of course, the final time in today's episode. And what an episode it has been. I have no idea how long this episode is going to have been. I am currently on 2 hours and 2 minutes away from recording, which it is very hot being in this shirt and tie, that is for sure. A great start, I would say, to pre-season, getting all the way to the semi-finals. A great start for my career, a great start for you guys as the assistant manager. And before we sort of end today's episode, we're going to get back into the routine of how the content was produced for FIFA 20. But of course, there's original ideas coming. You guys have seen one at the start of today's episode with me being in an actual press conference with the press conference background and stuff. They're going to continue throughout every episode when I read out comments. But you've got to remember, guys, you need to use, so if you do it, for example, if you were to leave a comment now, Brad, how do you feel after the Dortmund game? Hashtag comment conference. I'll put it on screen again. Now I'm going to try and get the point in the right direction. It's that way. So over here now, I will show you how to write it. It doesn't matter about caps, lowercase, whatever. Hashtag comment conference. And it's a conference about the comments that you guys have left. Episode 1, we've done quite a lot. We've set ourselves up nicely. There's obviously things that we haven't done, which obviously we can discuss in episode 2. If there's anything you guys would like me to do or like to see, make sure you drop a comment down below. Now, obviously, of course, I will still go through every comment that you guys leave. But if there is any with hashtag comment conference, then I'll do that in the conference scene. Whereas if there's just comments just asking what do I think of FIFA or whatnot, I will just sit here and answer them as you guys comment. But there's a few things certainly in episode 2 that we certainly need to look at. Of course, I've now gone through the squad hub and I've blocked a lot of players being able to have transfers come in for them. I've added a few to the transfer list. I've added a few to the loan list. We've also potentially got to look at this new feature this year, which we'll look at in season 2, which is development. So we actually click a player, like for example, Alisson. We set up a development plan and we can choose what sort of growth we want him to grow in. So at the moment he's balanced, which you can see his stats are balanced. If we train him to be a goalkeeper, his defensive work rate will go up, his goalkeeper reflexes will go up, and his goalkeeper diving will go up. You can see in the in the center of the screen, a little bit more towards the left, towards Alisson's actual overall rating. You can see goalkeeper. Now he's balanced at the moment. For him to get to 91 overall rating, it will take 27 weeks. If we trade him in the goalkeeper development situation, he'll get to 91 in 8 weeks and improve on defensive work rate, goalkeeper reflexes, and goalkeeper diving. If we go sweeper keeper, he improves in goalkeeper positioning, goalkeeper kicking, weak foot, and it'll take 10 weeks for him to get to 91. Now looking at that goalkeeper position, he's already 91. Kicking's 85. It's pretty decent. Weak foot doesn't matter too much as a goalkeeper. I think we're just going to train him in the development plan of goalkeepers. So obviously in the next episode, we will go through and set up development plans for every single player. There's a lot of things to cover, guys. A lot of new features in FIFA 21. I've got a load of new features and original ideas coming out. So I think episode 2 will focus on transfers in and out. Now, of course, I mentioned earlier on, I've got my little book here, my little Liverpool book. Since, I believe, June, I have noted down every player that Liverpool has been linked with. And also, I can't say too much, but I have an inside man that knew about the Thiago deal and certain deals and certain opportunities that players are getting of coming to Liverpool. So any players that are on this list have either A, just been linked in the papers, and because we're keeping it as a realistic career mode, that's why they're on the list. Or B, I know that it's a legit link and Liverpool were this close or this close or this close from actually signing them. But for me, we've got a solid starting 11. We've got great players on the bench. Of course, you can see there, Karius seeks a new club. He has been added to the transfer list. Liverpool have currently just loaned him out to Union Berlin, I do believe. And then next year's contract's up and we won't be renewing it. So I'm just going to sell him to get a few extra funds in. But you guys know how much money we've got. We've got we've got a little bit more now because we won some prize money. We've got 94.67 million to spend. although it's 194, we're cancelling the 100. That's just for reserve and a bit of a safety net in case Jurgen Klopp signs any players in the next couple of days. 750,000 in the wage budget. Who would you guys like me to sell? Who would you guys like me to buy? Maybe you could ask a question about me buying a certain player and use the hashtag #CommentConference, and we can talk about it in the conference scene. Something a little bit different, guys. An original idea, and obviously I want to be a whole jump above the rest this year. All the other career mode creators, all the other FIFA YouTubers, especially career mode YouTubers. I want to be, if they're here, I want to be here. I want to be above the rest. I want original ideas, and I want this content to get out to you guys. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's down below in the description. And if you look just over here now, you'll see a plug to my Instagram, and you'll see a plug in a couple of seconds to my Twitter. If you guys want to follow me on Twitter, certainly follow me. I talk about career mode, FIFA, Liverpool when we play games and stuff, based around basically YouTube, career mode, and Liverpool FC. If you want to follow me on Instagram, I do little stories of me doing this, doing that in my day, maybe baking a cake. Like I did tonight, I was having steak and broccoli for tea, so I'll put that on my story so you guys know what I'm eating, where I'm going, what I'm doing. Sort of like a mini vlog that you guys get every day. But follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you do already, and you'll probably see a little subscribe button appearing now telling you guys to subscribe. And also, make sure you ding dong that very important bell. That'll notify you every time I upload. We quickly need to look at the calendar for the 3 games that lie ahead in the next episode, which we managed to move all the way into the month of August, where we take on Arsenal in the Community Shield, which we did lose, unfortunately, in real life. We then have our first home game against Fulham in the Premier League, and then we have Southampton away from home in the Premier League. You guys know we play 2 games and simulate 1. I'm going to play the game against Arsenal because I want to have a chance at winning the Community Shield. We're going to play the game against Fulham. I would rather play the game against Southampton, especially because A, Lee's a Southampton fan, B, it's a game away from home, but it's our opening Premier League game. We're at home, we're at Anfield. I want to get off to a great start. I want the fans to get behind me. I want to start off by winning our first Premier League game. So we'll play Fulham, play Arsenal, and simulate the game against Southampton. Very, very excited to get the next episode underway. I won't be in a shirt and tie next episode. It'll be either the home kit or the black goalkeeper kit, and I'll just rotate throughout them. I used to just wear my black comfy top, but we're in the Liverpool career mode. We need to be wearing some sort of Liverpool garment. But that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. If you have enjoyed it, please do give it a big thumbs up for me. Don't forget to drop a comment down below. If you're new around here, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to ding dong that bell. And I have been MassiveBrad. Peace out.